Well, salute everybody. Salute, salute, salute. Welcome, 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 welcome to the podcast. I am Urban. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope y'all had a marvelous day today. A marvelous Tuesday. So come on in, everybody. Got a exciting podcast for y'all today. I'm very dying to hear y'all perspective on this, all right? Because dying to hear y'all perspective. But one moment, hold up. I'm not even fully accessorized yet. Hold on, let me put my watch on. No, what's the deal with me? There we go. Now we're looking better. No, I was missing something. But salute, 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 salute. So, those of y'all asked me about how my Father's Day went. Father's Day went very well. Had a really good Father's Day. Mrs. Irby's birthday went very well as well too. And I want to share with y'all the gift that Mrs. Urban had got me. She got me plenty of different gifts, but this one gift that she got me, it just stood out of all the rest of the gifts. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I don't appreciate it, which I do, but this one gift that Mrs. Urban got me, and I actually appreciate this a whole lot. And I have it in the studio right now, and it's always going to be in the studio. Matter of fact, this gift here, I think is going to be a part of all the rest of the upcoming podcasts and stuff too. So let me go and show y'all my gift, all right? Y'all ready? This gift is fire. Now she got me a whole lot of other gifts as well too, and she actually took me out to eat and everything, you know. But this gift right here, it's gonna be my new co-host. This is gonna be my new co-host, y'all. So I like this a whole lot. I like it a whole lot. So what I need from y'all is to come up with a name of this, okay? Because I haven't came up with a name yet. So I need y'all to come up with a name, all right? Y'all brainstorm a name, then whatever the name that we come up with collectively, that's going to be the name of our new co-host to the show, all right? But yeah, it's fire, right? I like it. Number one dad and everything. Hey. I like it a lot. And one thing about me, y'all, is that I'm such a simple person. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't look for extravagant things to please me. You know, it could be the simplest thing. It could be the simplest thing to give me a card. It could be the simplest thing as this. It could be the simplest thing of you just showing, you know, consideration. Anything, you know, any simple stuff. Because I'm just a simple person. You know, I don't require all that extra maintenance stuff. Like some men, they, you know, they be up in their feelings. It's Father's Day. Why did they get a PlayStation 5? It's Father's Day. Why you didn't give me no jewelry? Like, dude, really? Really? But yeah, I'm simple. I'm just a simple person for real, y'all. So we gotta figure out the name for our new co-host. All right. So I'm gonna let y'all do that. We need to figure out a new name for our co-host, and we're gonna go from there. All right. Gonna go from there. But yeah, other than that, the Father's Day it was really good. We went to a hibachi restaurant. Went to a hibachi restaurant, had some hibachi food. Um, it wasn't Benihana's, all right, because I know a lot of y'all are familiar with Benihana's. It wasn't Benihana's. It was another hibachi restaurant that's over here in our area where we reside at, and it's just as good as Benihana's. So we went there. We enjoyed ourselves. Tried. Um, Mrs. Urban, she got, of course, shrimp and stuff, because y'all, like, you know how y'all ladies are with seafood. Y'all eat crab legs and shrimp real quick. So she got some fried rice with some shrimp. And I decided to give me some salmon. So I got some salmon with the fried rice, and then I also had got me some sushi as well too, because I'm a big sushi fan. So got that, and we just chill, chill out, and just had a good time and just enjoy ourselves. So it was real cool, real cool. But yeah, shout out to Mrs. Zerban. I appreciate her a whole lot. Love ya. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for being an incredible wife. Thank you so much for all the gifts that you have given me. Thank you, including this one, because I love it. So, but yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and dive right into the show tonight. All right. So, as y'all see with the title, we're gonna want to talk about something that's gonna be very unapologetic. All right. What we're gonna talk about tonight is men dating women with children. Okay. Now let me put a little bit of a clarification on this. All right. The type of men that we're going to talk about in this podcast today is that we're going to talk about preferably single men who do not have children. So should a single man without children, should he date a single mom with children? And that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to present to y'all a video, of course, of this particular episode on the on Oprah's show, whatever the show. I think put a ring on it, whatever the show is. But I'm going to present this footage for y'all, and I want y'all to listen to it carefully. After that, of course, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna break this video down, and give you my perspective about this. Okay, about this video. But before we get to this video, let me go ahead and share y'all my perspective about this. All right, my first part of this perspective, all right, because I got two parts of this. Now, part one of this is that when I was single, right, when I was single, not a single father, but actual single with no children, my standards was that I would not talk to no woman who had children. It was an absolute no. The reason why I had that preference and standard is because, first of all, I know that I'm a single man. I know I don't have any children. So therefore, I don't have any experience of being a father to a child that is a mine. That's the first part of it. The second part of it is that I didn't want to deal with baby daddy dramas. All right. Because when a single woman has children, rest assured that you're going to want to deal with the baby daddy unless the baby daddy is deceased. But other than that, if the baby daddy is alive, well, rest assured you are going to interact with the baby daddy one point in time or another. Well, if it's sooner or later, you're going to deal with interacting with that baby daddy. You got to deal with the attitude and the behavior, where if they had a good relationship or not, where if he still like her or not. Then the other part about this is that you have to deal with that child. And it don't matter the age. Don't matter the age. You're still going to have to deal with that child. That child have to grow into you. That child have to accept you, right? But what if that child don't accept you? If that child doesn't accept you, guess what? That single mother have a choice to make. She either going to choose her child over you, or it be some women who be so desperate to get a man where they'll sit up here and try to manipulate that single man and try to convince him into being a father of a child that doesn't belong to him. But also, of course, you do have what is known as simps, right? What simps will literally, who's single with, literally will play that role of a stepdaddy with that child. So These are my particular one standards. The reason why I didn't date why I didn't date no mother with children, because it was my lack of experience dealing with children, because I didn't have no children of my own. I didn't want to deal with children that wasn't my own child, and I didn't want to deal with the baby mama, baby daddy drama. Sounds fair, right? But however, there are people out there, preferably women, and some simp dudes out there too, who think that it's wrong for a dude to have that particular perspective. They think it's something wrong with that dude. They think that since he have these certain standards, right, that he's toxic, he's narcissistic, and all these things. Which that's going to bring us to our video or our footage for today. This particular gentleman on this video, he's going to share with us today his standards of why he don't want to date a single mother. Then on top of that, he's going to also mention that I wouldn't date you, but however, I will, we'll have fun, meaning that he'll smash, which I was the same exact way. I'm not trying to cuff you up and be in a relationship with you or marry you. I'm just trying to smash. So let's jump into this, y'all. Let's hear this dude's perspective. I'm going to play the video in its entirety, uninterrupted at first. Then we're going to go back, circle back around, and we're going to want this unpack everything that's happening with this whole entire exchange, okay? So once again, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the show. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're able to share out the video as well too. So let's go and jump to it, y'all.
Woman with children.
I had, but I was young. I was like 22. I had a cougar. She had some younger kids. How old is your son?
He's 11.
He's 11. And from my experience, I told myself I couldn't take a woman with children seriously.
Why?
The child's always gonna come first.
Yes.
The child's gonna always come first. I'm going to always need to put you first, but I come second. And technically, he's a 10-year-old boy who's going to get into his teenage years. He's going to be in a situation where you're not my dad, right? I'm not talking about an anecdotal experience. Your son may be a sweet child, but my experience, it just hasn't been the best.
You have the right to feel however you want about dating a single mom. That's your prerogative, whatever. But you're on a date with a single mom. What are you talking about? Your priority here is supposed to be trying to get a third date. I don't even know why I'm on a second date with you in this moment.
Realistically, yeah, we can have some fun.
But taking it serious.
It's like taking it seriously is just hard because I don't have to settle. I've done certain things in my life to put me at a certain echelon, to date a certain top tier. I'm not saying a woman with a child isn't top tier, but like standards wise, it's like I like to travel and be like, yo, let's go. Let's go to Miami, let's do this, let's do that. And it's like, let me call my mom and see if she can watch the kid. It's just no real benefit in it for me.
Joya?
Yes.
You didn't ask for another date with him. What was the turnoff?
Specifically, the turnoff was when I asked that question about would you date a single mother? And Jacoby, you proceeded to tell me that basically you're a high-value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you. That's unfair, and it's very insensitive to women out there who have children.
All right, so just because it's a cycle, I wanted to continue.
It doesn't have to continue.
So what I'm saying is that
it's more about why would you cut off and say that single women are not on the same level?
What you're supposed to learn from is history. So you're a very intelligent woman. You're a very intelligent woman, right?
Yes.
So if you know, as a woman growing up, you know it's the less likelihood for you to be successful by having a child. So what you do, you be more proactive. Using condoms.
What's that got to do with your choice?
Okay, if you're getting pregnant, then all right, cool. Maybe I shouldn't continue having this child because I'm not getting married. a better chance of me having a successful life
You're speaking
by
of
finding a
me.
man. That's what I'm
Excuse me.
thinking.
So you were raised by a single mother?
Yes. And
Is your mother still
struggled.
alive?
I struggled. My mom's still
Did
alive.
she struggle or did you struggle?
Both of us struggled.
Okay, so your words that echoed all around social media, and I want to make sure that we have this clearly, were, I'm a high value man. I've done things to step up my echelon, and I'm not going to settle for a single mother.
Yeah,
Did I have that correctly? I want to be clear.
Yeah, it would be selling.
Right. So what makes you think you're a high value man? The car you drive?
No, the value I put out into the world.
What about your character?
I have great character. I built myself to basically have better choices. You want to know why? Because women can choose and make a choice.
They can.
They can say, I don't want to date a man that makes less than 6 figures.
They can.
And then what are you doing? You're
But we're
demeaning
not
a man.
talking about that.
Women
That's
can
not
talk
the
about
situation
things.
that
What I
he
want
is.
to know-
That's not the
Women can say,
conversation.
I won't date a man less than 5'8", and the man could be 5'4". Do they care about
What does that have to do
ostracizing all of those
with
men?
anything?
If a fat man is sitting here, he can be a fat man, right? But if a fat woman is sitting here, you would say, oh no, we're body positive. Oh, no, we can't say that. We can't. It's all about picking her up. So every time it's saying something for a man,
Bro,
it's down.
You got a lot on your back.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
So what I
I'm just
want to be
being- I'm just saying
clear,
equal
not
rights.
just for you, but for everybody out there, is the car you drive, your resume, your bank account, your accolades is not what makes you a high value man.
Definitely not.
We are all defined by the sum of our deeds and our character, and you, brother, are coming up to the sum of 0.
All right, so let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go ahead and break this all the way down. Once again, shout out to everybody who are tuning in to the podcast right now, who are viewing it live and who are watching in the bushes or who are going to watch the replay. Salute. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. So tonight's show, we're dealing with a man, right? He said that he don't want to date he don't want to date a single mother. And he given his reasons why he don't want to date a single mother. And as you can see, not only the woman had pushback, right, but the other people on the show as well had pushback, including a simp dude that's on the panel, well, sitting up there with him, had pushback too. So we finna get ready to talk about it. We finna get ready to break this whole entire thing down, all right? But first, Constance, I see your comment right here. Salute to you. Thank you so much, Constance Urban. I know that's right. Women are spoiled just like men. Shout out to Constance. But yeah, we finna break this whole entire thing down, all right? We finna break this whole entire thing down. Now, I'm gonna, just like I say, I had given y'all my reasons from a single man perspective, the reason why. I'm gonna break this thing all the way down for y'all, all right? Okay. Frame by frame. So let's do this.
Woman with children.
I had, but I was young. I was like 22. I had a cougar. She had some younger kids. How old is your son?
He's 11.
He's 11. And from my experience, I told myself I couldn't take a woman with children seriously.
Why?
The child's always gonna come first.
Yes.
The child's gonna always come first. I'm going to always need to put you first, but I come second. And
Yeah, absolutely. That's true. What he's saying is right. So pretty much what he's explaining to y'all is that it's not a fair deal for him. He's saying that she is going to prioritize her child over him. But in return, her expectation is that she wants him to prioritize her. That right there, that is not a fair deal at all. When it should be a shared experience. Now, once again, like part of it, I get it. I understand when you getting to know someone, you starting to date someone. I understand that if this dude choose to do that he have to kind of build it up. I get that. That's all part of relationships, okay? But it's different when you deal with a single mother who already have someone there in the household, which is a child, preferably a son. So not only he had to work on building her up and building a relationship with her, he also had to work on building a relationship with her son. Meanwhile, in her mind, she's now required to fully build a relationship with him because her priority is for her child. And that's what he was saying. He was saying that, man, look, I done did that before and I just don't take the situation serious. I just honestly do not take it serious because you're going to prioritize your child, which once again, he's not saying it in a bad way that he does this narcissistic man and he wants you to put all the attention solely on him. That ain't what he's saying. But what he's saying is that when push comes to shove, her son is always going to be her man or her man child. That's what he's saying. But let's continue.
Technically, he's a 10-year-old boy who's going to get into his teenage years. He's going to be in a situation where you're not my dad, right? I'm not talking about an anecdotal experience. Your son may be a sweet child, but my experience, it just hasn't been the best.
You have the right.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, just like you say, his experience haven't been the best. And another thing, too, that she got to consider is that at least this dude is being transparent with her right off the bat. At least he's not manipulating her. At least he ain't using her. At least he ain't trying to, you know how we do. We're trying to play the game, just to smash. At least he ain't doing that. At least he's being honest with her right off the bat. Like, man, look, it ain't what it is due to my experience. Then, once again, he mentioned about the son's father, which I mentioned earlier, through my experience of dating single mothers. It's going to happen where you're going to have that interaction with the baby daddy. It's inevitable. The only exception to the rule if that baby daddy deceased. There's one exception to the rule. But other than that, if that baby daddy is alive and well, you're going to have to deal with the baby daddy. You're going to have to deal with what comes with that. If that dude still like her or not. If he's still trying to compete. Some of the baby dads, they either still trying to compete or they just utilize their baby mama just to smash and dash. Now, when she enter into a relationship, right, that whole smashing and dashing thing is going to stop. So therefore, that baby daddy is going to start feeling some type of way. Like, hold on, man, we had an arrangement here where I could come in and smash whenever I want to without being in a relationship with you, without fully committed to take care of our child and all the stuff they're playing the whole family role. And now you're taking that away from me, from a dude. That dude is going to feel some type of way. And so now this dude, he going to have to compete with the baby daddy. And that is unrealistic. Then on top of that, he also stated, which is true, is that eventually that child is going to realize that dude is not his father. And so he's going to put him into that space to where he's going to try to challenge him. Challenge his authority. You ain't my daddy. He like say, man, go and finish your Lucky Charms. I don't got to do nothing because you ain't my daddy. Say, man, go on, tie your shoes up. You're going to fall if you don't tie your shoes up. I do whatever I want to do because you ain't my daddy. They go back and run to his mom. Yeah. You know what he did? He did this and that and that and that to me. I don't like him. I think you should dump him. So, yeah, everything that he's saying is valid. It's very valid of what men deal with. So let's hear what she got to say about this.
To feel however you want about dating a single mom. That's your prerogative, whatever. But you're on a date with a single mom. What are you talking about? Your priority here is supposed to be trying to get a third date. I don't even know why I'm on a second date with you in this moment.
Realistically.
All right. Here's another thing, too. She tried to use this little manipulation tactic, right? Where she talking about, well, he's saying this, right? Okay, whatever. But, however, pretty much what she's saying is that, so why you here with me right now? The reason why he's here with her right now is because, first of all, this is a reality TV show. That's the first part of it. So I believe that these reality show actors, if they're actors or not, they get paid for this. I'm just being honest. So he's there because literally he's getting paid for this. Just like she's getting paid for this. So if this would have been a real life situation, not a reality show situation, but an actual real life situation, I honestly believe that the moment when this dude had asked her the question, hey, you got children? And she would say, yeah, I believe that dude would have walked off right then and there, like, yeah, I'm good. Unless you're just trying to smash, you know what I'm saying? We could do that, but you don't got nothing to offer to me. It's already a done deal for you. You don't got nothing you could offer to me. Because you done already, the only thing that you could possibly offer to me if I really wanted to be in a relationship with you, you done already did that, which is to procreate, which is to create a seed. You done already gave another man that right and privilege of the seed. So why in the hell am I here when I could go out and find a single woman with no children and procreate with that single woman without children? Why would I want to do that with you when you already, I had to put it this way, where you already been contaminated. You already been contaminated. Dude already did nut up in you. And out came your seed. So why am I doing that? What benefit do I get out of doing that when you already did that? Well, let's go.
Yeah, we can have some fun.
But taking it serious.
It's like taking it seriously is just hard because I don't have to settle. I've done certain things in my life to put me at a certain echelon, to date a certain top tier. I'm not saying a woman with a child isn't top tier, but like standards wise, it's like I like to travel and be like, yo, let's go. Let's go to Miami, let's do this, let's do that. And it's like, let me call my mom and see if she can watch the kid. It's just no real benefit in it for me.
Joy.
Yeah, facts. Once again, he's giving out good reasons why he don't want to do this. Because when you're single, you could do all this stuff. You could at any given time, you could go out and travel. You don't have to ask for permission. You don't have to go and find a babysitter. You could just go and do it. You do anything. Then another thing that he mentioned too is that he pretty much was saying that he took the time out to work on himself to be at a certain level of his life where he could qualify himself for the type of woman that he's looking for. But however, that type of woman is not a woman with children. Because there are all these different factors that comes into the play that I done mentioned and he done mentioned, and he just ain't with it. And ain't nothing bad about it. And he ain't even saying that she's a horrible person for being a single mother, because we understand that things happen. It happens. We're human. Certain situations, certain mistakes happen and stuff, right? And it is what it is. He ain't saying that she's a horrible person for doing this. He just saying that through the decision that she made, he just cannot rock with it because it's not his own. Now, notice this also too is that he never said that he didn't want children. He never said that. Never said he didn't want children. He said he don't want to be the father of a child that doesn't belong to him. That's his issue. That's all he was saying. But her, on the other hand, she already using this manipulation tactic to try to manipulate this dude, to even try to bully this dude, to make it seem like his decision is wrong. But let's listen to the second half of this. Let's go.
Yes.
You didn't ask for another date with him. What was the turnoff?
Specifically, the turnoff was when I asked that question about would you date a single mother? And Jacoby, you proceeded to tell me that basically you're a high value man and you are too good for a single mother. However,
that is not what that dude said. Come on now. Stop lying. That is not what that dude said. We heard through the footage exactly what that dude said. He said that he don't want to date you because you have a kid. And he's single. He's single without no children. That's what he said. Now he added the extra part about him getting to a certain status in his life where he could qualify for the certain type of women that he's looking for. But him being what you talking about, a high value man, he didn't say nothing about that. You're lying. He didn't say that. And here's another point too that I want y'all to make. Now I don't know if y'all was paying. I don't know. Prior before the show, y'all was looking at my trailer, right? I had put that trailer in there for a reason. All right. On that trailer that I put on my show, it was talk once again. I did a short and I was talking about women having egos, having an egotistical attitude. This situation is no different. The reason why is because the whole point is that this woman ego has been broken. She is so used to dudes coming up to her, trying to holler at her, trying to talk to her. See, she is so used to dudes sitting up her being a Captain Saber super daddy to her son, taking that dude to Chuck E. Cheese and stuff. That's what she used to. But now she done met a dude that said, no, hell no, I'm not finna to do all that. I'm not finna to waste my time, energy, and money on that. Like, for what? And so what happened, it bruised her ego. She feeling some type of way. That's the real issue. Remember when I was also saying that that women have a problem with rejection? That when a woman get rejected by a man, that she literally lose her mind? This is this situation right here where this woman literally lost her mind because she got rejected by this dude. That's where it boils down to. See, men, we're used to being rejected. We're used to dealing with women, and we approach a woman and she end up curving us, so we just dust the dust off our feet and keep it moving. But women, on the other hand, they're not used to that. They're not used to a dude rejecting them. They're not used to a dude curving them. Because it don't matter how a woman look, it don't matter how a woman act, it don't matter her upbringing or nothing like that. You are going to find some type of dude that's going to give you the time of day. And that's reality. And that's facts. So when you find this like 5% dude that literally curve you, that woman is going to feel some type of way. And that's her whole point. She feel like that she's pretty, she's beautiful, she's fit. She feel like that she could qualify for any type of man, period. That's in her mind right now. She think that she could qualify for any type of man. And the sad part about it is that women, a lot of modern day women actually have this attitude thinking that. Now, there are a lot of things that Kevin Samuels has said in the past. There are a lot of things that was unsaid, like even in the and the manosphere and different things like that I disagree with. But these are one of these things that I actually do agree with their talking points. Is this particular thing right here, what I'm saying right now, where you deal with a woman and this woman has this egotistical attitude thinking that she qualifies for whatever type of man, period. All based on her beauty. All based on because she's a woman. And that is just not true. A woman deal with the same situation how a man deal with it. And women need to, especially modern day women, they need to start understanding that. They need to honestly start understanding that you're on the same level with us men, and there are going to be some men that you just don't qualify for. And accept that. Get out of your feelings and get out of your emotions and accept it for what it is. Just like we have to accept it. But guess what? If we don't accept it, guess what they're going to say to us? Oh, you're a simp. Oh, you're toxic. But what about the woman? What if she don't accept it? What does that make her? Let's find out.
You did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you.
They're even on top of that. You see how these type of modern day women think? This whole situation, just like I say, is about this dude curving her. She gonna sit up here and throw this dude mom into the situation to hurt this dude, because in reality, just like I said, this dude bruised her ego. This dude hurted her ego, because she felt like that she qualified. So whenever a woman get hurt like that, that's what they do. They'll go for the jugular. They start talking about your mom and different things like that to make you feel bad. They'll talk about your mom. They'll talk about your peen side. You got a small peen. They'll say that you're gay. Anything to make you feel a man to feel some type of way, because they're feeling some type of way. This dude been raised by a single mother that had nothing to do with what he was talking about. But she made it be like that. And she went there. And it had nothing to do with that. But let's continue.
That's unfair. And it's very insensitive to women out there who have children.
She talking about it's unfair and it's insensitive to women who have children out there. How? How? When this dude literally is telling you his standards. Now, once again, he didn't talk down on her. He didn't want to talk down on her child. He didn't want to call her out of her name. He didn't do none of that. He just told her exactly what his standards was. What's wrong with that? And how is that being insensitive to other single mothers out there? How? And I'm kind of curious too. What if this situation would be the other way around? What if this dude would have been a single father and she's single without no kids? I wonder how would this situation would have played out. I wonder would she have the same type of viewpoints and talking points like she talking right now? I guarantee that she'll be saying the same thing what this dude is saying. I guarantee that. But let's continue.
All right, so just because it's a cycle, I wanted to continue.
It doesn't have to continue.
So what I'm saying is that
it's more about why would you cut off and say that single women are not on the same level?
What you're supposed to learn from is history. So you're very intelligent.
What's that got to do with it?
Now look at this whole simp dude right here. No. Let me stop it right there. This dude is simple like I ain't nothing. Let me stop it right now, bro. This shut up. Just chill in your suit and shut up, bro. Because this conversation don't have nothing to do with you. And it always be like that, too. It always be these old simp dudes that be out there. I always be trying to save these women instead of letting them know the reality of what is. I'm pretty sure this dude who's up here, let me stop it right there. I'm pretty sure he's that simp dude that I'm talking about. They'll sit up here and literally go and try to date a one woman with children. I'm pretty sure of it. And he wouldn't care. That dude would not care. But the thing about it is that's the viewpoint about different men in their upbringing. When you have dudes like this who have a different upbringing, of course they're going to simp around and say, man, yeah, you're white queen. But she ain't. She ain't right.
Woman, you're a very intelligent woman, right?
Yes.
So if you know, as a woman growing up, you know it's the less likelihood for you to be successful by having a child. So what you do, you be more proactive.
And that's true. That's true. Pretty much what he said in his talking point. This, of course, this is a manosphere talking point too, which this is another point that I have to agree, is that a woman is more successful when she's unfortunate, when she's career driven and she don't have nothing to hold her back, preferably children. When she don't have no type of children to hold her back, she's likely to be way more successful. She's likely to excel in whatever type of career path that she's going to be a part of. Same thing with a man with no children. He is more likely going to be way more successful in his career path than having children. Now, of course, there are exceptions to the rule. Like, say, for example, what if at one point in time they marry and they divorce and they just so happen to be a single father or a single mother? That's understandable. But the whole ideal of the concept is that you should already be well established in your career path before having children. Then once when you well established, then you have children. If it happened that way, then great. That's the exception to the rule. But other than that, if you're just a single mom and you ain't even successful in your career path, you sit up here working at Taco Bell or wherever you working at, and you sit up here trying to strive and get a degree or whatever it is that you're trying to do when you're supposed to be doing that a long time ago, then yeah, you're being selfish. Yeah, you're being not smart at all. That is not a flex, period. And even right now, my son, he's 19 years old, all right? Just graduated high school and everything. All right. I tell my son the same exact thing. I like, look, son. There are gonna be plenty of women out there for you to go around and talk to and all the stuff there. Don't be focusing on trying to cuff these women right now. Don't be focused trying to get in a relationship or anything like that. What you need to be focusing on, you need to be focusing on what you're going to do with your life. That should be your priority. If you want to get out and go to college and do what you want to do, fine. Want to go to the military? Fine, do it. If you want to travel around the world, do it while you're single. Because once we become married and with children, it's going to be less likely you're going to be doing that. Even with a 6-figure salary, it's going to be more difficult for you to do that because you have a family now. And plus, your energy is going to change when you have a family. You're not going to have too much of that drive and ambition that you want to travel and do all this stuff as much as you do right now while you're single. So do everything right now while you're single. Don't worry about these women. Don't do that. And most of all, you protect yourself. If you're trying to get out and, have sex with women, do whatever, you make sure that you protect yourself. I don't care if a woman say that, hey, I'm on birth control, blah, blah, blah. No, you protect yourself because these women, these type of modern day women, especially with his age range, these type of modern day women will purposely trap you because they see potential in you and they'll literally trap you with a kid. So don't do it, period. And that's what I told my son. I'm being real with him when I told him that. And it should be that way. Not only just for men, but for women too. Throughout your youth, you should be focusing on whatever type of thing that you want to do in life. If you want to travel, whatever. You should not be trying to let some dude nut up in you, get you pregnant. That should not be a flex right now. That should be a flex where you be married. I'm just saying.
using condoms.
What's that got to do
Making
with
sure
your
that you,
choice?
okay, if you're getting pregnant, then all right, cool. Maybe I shouldn't continue having this child because I'm not getting married. A better chance of me having a successful life by finding a man. That's what I'm thinking.
So you were raised by a single mother.
Yes. And
was your mother still alive?
I struggled. My mom's still alive.
Did she struggle or did you struggle?
Both of us struggled.
Okay, so your words that echoed all around social media, and I want to make sure that we have this clearly, were, I'm a high-value man. I've done things to step up my echelon, and I'm not going to settle for a single mother.
And look how she look at you like, yeah, she's agreeing with me. Of course she's gonna agree with you because she's a woman. She's one of them same type of women that what I'm talking about right now. She want a dude to do the same as that thing. She want a dude to be a captive savior, save her and save her single child. And she's cool with that. And this whole talk about him being a higher value man and being an upper echelon, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know why they're trying to package this as it being this horrible thing. But once again, like I said, the reason why it's an issue is for the simple fact that this dude bruised her ego. That's where it boils down to. You tell in her face that her ego been bruised. He hurt her. A dude that barely know her hurt her for the simple fact that he curved her. And so now this other woman sitting up here wanting capping as well too, sitting up here doing the same as that thing.
Yeah,
did I have that correctly? I want to be clear.
Yeah, it will be selling.
Right. So what makes you think you're a high value man? The car you drive?
No, the value I put out into the world.
What about?
He answered that question perfectly. She asked him, what make you think you're a high value man? Now they're trying to question if he really is a high value man or not. And that's another thing that what they do. And I hate to say this is another one of these manufactured serious talking points, but that's what these type of women do. They'll put you in hurt, shame, guilt, and the need to be right in this situation. Even when they know they're wrong. She asked him, what make you a high value man? Guess what he said? He didn't say it was the cars or nothing like that. He said it's what value that I bring, period. He said that. But listen to what she's going to say. She the one who's going to start breaking in the materialistic stuff and try to justify, but listen.
Your character.
I have great character that I built myself to basically.
Did she sit here talking about where's your character? When he said the value that he bring, character is included in that. It's automatically common sense would tell you that character is included with him being a high value man. But let's continue.
Have better choices. You want to know why? Because women can choose and make a choice.
They can
say, I don't want to date a man that makes less than 6 figures.
They can.
And then what are you doing? You're
But we're
demeaning
not
a man.
talking about that.
Women
That's
can
not
talk
the
about
situation
that is the situation. It's the same exact situation. The same exact thing.
But
Listen, hold
that's
on.
not
A
the
woman can say, I won't date a man less than 5'8", and the man could be 5'4". Do they care about
What does that have to do
ostracizing all of those
with
men?
anything?
It does, because everything that he said, if a woman could want to exercise her right and say that I'm not going to date with you, I'm not going to date you because you're not making 6 figures, that's her standard. Who are we to get mad about that? If that's what you want to do, knock yourself out. He also mentioned about the height thing. The height thing is a big deal because a lot of women does this to men. A lot of women does this. A lot of women have what is known as height requirements. Say I'm lying. A lot of women have height requirements. They will not date a dude who's shorter than them. Period. I'm saying again, they would not date a dude who is shorter than them. The average woman height requirement is for a dude to at least be 6 feet. At least 6 feet. Let's say that the dude is her height, the woman's like 5'5", 5'6". If that dude is her same height, guess what? She is not gonna talk to that dude. If that dude is under that, guess what? She is not gonna talk to that dude. So why is it okay for women to have certain standards of what they're looking for with men? But when this dude is doing the same exact thing, like, nah, I'm not dating a single one. I just want to do it. Why is it an issue? Why is it perceived as there's something wrong with this dude? Like he's toxic. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because of social norms. Because of the standard of how the way society perceive, how the way things should be to be perceived, especially in this modern day culture. That's why. That's why. The whole expectations that they want this dude to be a simp. That dude want this dude to be a simp, and they wanted this dude to accept this woman. But he didn't. He ended up bruising her ego. That's where, like I say, I'm keep saying because that's where it boils down to. Is that he bruised her ego.
If a fat man is sitting here, he can be a fat man, right? But if a
and facts.
fat woman is sitting here, you would say, oh no, we're body positive.
Facts. Again, a dude who's not in shape, guess what? They're going to talk about that dude. But likewise, the same token, right? If a woman's not fully in shape, guess what they're going to do? They're going to empower her. They're going to say, you're doing the great thing. Hint and point, Lizzo. Instead of different women out there telling Lizzo, man, look, Lizzo, you tripping. They saying that she's empowering them. So everything he's saying, I agree.
Oh, no, we can't say that. It's all about picking her up. So every time it's saying something for a man,
Bro,
it's down.
You got a lot on your back.
Yeah.
See, there she talking about he got a lot on his back as though he's the dysfunctional one, as he's toxic when he's not. There's nothing wrong with this dude. I also study people on behavior. You know what I'm saying? I study people on behavior. I study people body language. And I could tell right off the bat that this dude, it ain't nothing narcissistic about this dude. There ain't nothing toxic about this dude at all, period. He does a dude who have his preference of what he want.
Okay. So what I want to be clear, not just for you, but for everybody out there, is the car you drive, your resume, your bank account, your accolades is not what makes you a high-value man. We are all defined by the sum of our deeds and our character, and you, brother, are coming up to the sum of zero.
Yo, right, whatever. So talk about that this dude coming up to sum of zero. Everything that she described, that describes what a high-value man is. His character, which deals with his morals, the things that he do, his accolades, the things that he achieved, all of that is packaged together as being high value. All of that is packaged together. But once again, like I say, the only reason why they saying all this is because, once again, because that dude bruised her ego. That's where it boils down to. That's where it boils down to. Now, I told y'all earlier in this podcast that I had two parts of this. The first part, I was mentioning to y'all from the perspective from this dude, all right, about him having the standards. Then I gave you my story about me dealing with, single mothers too, which is the situation is the same. You going to deal with that. Now, here's part two of this, okay? Here's part two. Now, part two of this is that I honestly believe that single men without children should only date single women without children. I believe that single women without children should only date single men without children. I believe that if they try to date anyone in them with children that they automatically disqualify themselves. They automatically cancel themselves out. The reason why is because they do not have nothing in common. That's the first part. You get a single man or a single woman, right? She ain't gonna know nothing about raising no kid because he or she do not have a child of their own. That's the first part. Second part is, like I stated earlier, we're dealing with the drama behind it. They're not gonna have the experience dealing with this baby mama or baby daddy drama. So I believe that single man should date single woman, single women should date single man, period. I believe that men with children should date women with children, period. And the reason why is because when you date, go and date someone who have similar situations. That brings a commonality into the equation. Meaning that you have this common thing that I got kids, you got kids, I have experience raising children, you have experience raising children. We could bring this thing together and create what is known as a blended family. And it's way more easier to do it that way. To be honest with you, this is the reason why I ended up dating Mrs. Urban. I dated her and I married her because she had children and I had children from a previous marriage. And through not only through her, her character and her being, high value, everything that she was bringing to the table, through all of that, right, I knew that our situation would be beneficial because we are dealing with like-minded things, which is us being single parents. I know when the push comes to shove that if it ever be an opportunity where something were to happen, like I'm out of pocket or whatever the case may be, and she need to take care of my children that I have, I know that she's well qualified to do it. I know she's not going to sit up here and say, oh, they ain't my kids. She ain't going to do none of that because she's already in that area of taking care of children. So she know. She's already had a motherly instinct and everything. So she know. Likewise, the same thing with me. If there's ever a situation where something happened where I had to really step up and take care of the children, I could do that because I already been in that situation. I know how to deal with it. But when you get a single man or a single woman, guess what? And the situation happen, guess what? The first thing gonna say is that they ain't my kid. Where's their daddy or where's their mama at? I ain't trying to take care of them. So why put yourself through that situation when it's more simple to just date like-minded? A father with children, date a mother with children. It's just that simple. Single man, date a single woman who doesn't have children. It's that simple. It's that simple. But just like I say, in this situation, once again, it does break down to the whole fact that this dude does bruise this woman's ego. That's where it boils down to. Then these other people that were sitting up here on this couch too, they had the audacity to try to defend this woman instead of telling this woman she wrong. Then on top of that, how in the world are they going to try to manipulate this dude to try to force this dude into changing his mind and dating a single mother? How crazy is that? How crazy is that? If you don't want to date a woman with children, it doesn't matter. Move on. That's what women tell us, right? Move on. Move on. If you don't want to, it's fine. Shouldn't have even been having this conversation on the couch. All she had to do is said that when the host asked the question, like, okay, why you didn't ask for the second date? He said that he don't want to. He said his standards is that he don't want to date a single mother with children, and left it at that. But she the one who went into this whole additional detail about it. Oh, he didn't do it. I just don't understand why. And he was raised by a single mom, and I'm just flabbergasted about it. And who cares? So other than that, y'all, that's all I have for this particular podcast. All right, that's all I have for this podcast. But I wanted to talk about this because it's starting to trend. This particular video is starting to trend on social media. And a lot of people are talking about it, and people were straying and starting to fist in different ways. So I wanted to give my perspective about that. So yeah, this dude, there's nothing wrong with him feeling the way they feeling. He is absolutely correct. He shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do it at all. But other than that, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the podcast. And I may be doing another show tomorrow too, because I've been wanting to. There's some stuff that came up with DC Young Fly, and I do want to talk about that. If I have the opportunity to do it, I'll do a show tomorrow and we'll discuss it. So that's it for nothing other thing trending, you know what I'm saying? Then I know talk about that, but other than that, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning into the show, and I will see y'all again on the next episode. Peace out. And now those of y'all who are catching the replay, don't forget to hit the like button and share me out. And if you're not sub up to my other social media, which is, preferably, I'm way more active on TikTok right now. So go ahead over there to TikTok, subscribe to my TikTok channel. All right. So other than that, y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll see y'all again on next episode.